Handbook for the New Paradigm, a personal message for you. 2. The focus of energy that holds this planet in orbit within this solar system does not require the power of force to do this, but uses an available process that does not require effort. The concept of power has within it the inherent understanding of effort as force. Since thought attracts, you have brought to you the experience of effort, force and power. There are other experiences available that do not use this concept. Rocketry projects are an example. Your resources are used to effort one rocket and its payload into the orbit of this planet and then beyond. Yet you are visited by beings of other planets that enter and leave your planet's gravitational field without this wasteful effort. Does this prove to you that there are other ways to accomplish movement without such wasteful and dangerous methods? The search for answers to this question intrigues the mind. There are many that know these possibilities exist, but are unable to envision the answers without the need of using great effort to resist what they envision ties them to the planet. It is not the gravitational field that ties them here. It is the consciousness. It is the interactivity of thought acting upon thought that eludes them. They know that their thoughts can influence the outcome of an experiment. However, the concept that thought once projected can be released to interact within itself and that it can produce an outcome beyond a controlled, desired, outcome is not understood. The need to control, observe and to prove the process prevents them from reaching into new realms of understanding. What is lacking is the ability to trust that the process can only proceed within positive outcomes once it is released to act within and upon itself. Thought released to act upon itself will return in manifestation glorified and in a form more magnificent than the limited focused mind can imagine. Now the challenge comes to those who desire to be the instruments of changing the negative plans for the destiny of this planet. Can you expand your consciousness to encompass the process that lies just beyond your grasp? It will be necessary for you to begin with the basic desire of participating within a new paradigm of experience. However, to leave the known and desire to venture into the unknown requires the courage to release what you feel is the advancement this civilization has made from its Stone Age beginnings into modern technological comfort for many on this planet. Do you know that the word civilization is synonymous with slavery? In order to accomplish this experience, it required giving up the freedom of personal choice in order that group organization might have precedence. Beyond the family, no organization is necessary. Personal responsibility is the keynote of freedom. Cooperation is a natural phenomenon as long as the need to control is absent. The need to control is a learned activity that becomes habitual through the experience of it. How does one transcend this habitual activity when it is deeply ingrained at a planetary level? It has now reached a point that in and of himself, man cannot break this addiction. The adversaries know this well. They are sure that humanity cannot change it. How then will it occur as the primary starting point of the shift to a new paradigm of experience? It can be done by understanding that thought focused and released can indeed act within itself and upon itself. Though it sounds simplistic, and indeed in reality it is simple, it is a powerful tool. In order for this process to work, there are some criteria that must be present. Since it is a process of divine order, it must have at its intentional level the desire to coordinate within this perpetual process. The purpose of it must be conceived with the focus of the continued evolvement of those who will benefit from its inception through the outward movement of its spheres of influence. The intent of its purpose is the key to its success of coordination with and within the flow of divine order. If this is reduced to a mathematical formula, then its inclusion cannot cause a change in any of the divine formulas that allow the balance of the whole to exist in harmony. Thought thinking within itself would know if it was acceptable or not. That is the reason the opposition cannot take advantage of this process. Purity of intent to harmonize as the motive is a primary prerequisite. The outlining thought must be specific only in the intent of purpose. It must provide direction of purpose, allowing the thought-thinking process to proceed into divine order by releasing it in total trust, knowing it is accomplished in what you call etheric levels and will then manifest into this recognizable reality using all the available triggers for appropriate interaction. How can you know that this actually will accomplish the desired results and is not just another ploy of the opposition to keep you controlled? Have you heard of this on your media reports? Is anyone within the approved world of communication touting this as the thing for you to do? Indeed not. You are programmed to focus your energies into the salvaging of your sexy bodies and in your humanitarian thoughts for the suffering multitudes, as you have another bite of your steak dinner at the restaurant, or at least another convenient hamburger on your way home from your unproductive labors at the computer keyboard. The process through which you receive this information does use the wonders of your computer. It is a demonstration of thought interacting with itself with the addition of focus. It is the focus of your intent that will initiate the process that you desire. Then thought focus through purposeful intent will complete itself in magnificence through the energy of your faith and trust. Firmly holding to the knowing that the etheric form of it was completed in less than the blinking of your eye will allow it to manifest into third-dimensional reality. The computer-like processes of the creation are indeed endowed with quickness. Then again the ball shall be returned to your court for more to be done within your dimension.